welcome back to the podcast. In this episode, I want to talk about a really common struggle that many of us face just a few weeks into a new diet or fitness regime, and that's the drop in motivation, that initial motivation that got you started. It's all too familiar. So you're completely fired up at the start, but by weeks 3 or 4, your enthusiasm wanes. Think about it. How many of us have abandoned our New Year's resolutions before February's even started? So if this sounds like you, don't worry. Today, I'm going to talk about some strategies that you can adopt to help push through that dip in motivation so you can keep going and make real progress this time round. So firstly, I want you to think about why you started on your journey. Why did you decide to embark on the diet and or the fitness regime that you've started, whether that's to improve your health, feel more energetic, or just to feel better, to feel happier, to feel more self-confident. Keeping your why at the forefront of your mind can really help reignite your motivation because it pulls you away from those negative thoughts. Start thinking about the positives, what it is you want to achieve. Write your why down if you haven't already done that. Put it somewhere visible, whether that's on the fridge, whether it's by your bedside table, whether it's in the bathroom. Just put it somewhere visible that you can remind yourself daily of what it is, the benefits that you're striving for. The next is to have a look at the goals you set at the start of your journey and whether or not they were actually realistic. Sometimes we set ourselves up for failure by aiming too high too soon. And if we're not making the linear amount of progress we think we should be making, it can lead to frustration. Well, we can just feel like giving up. So if you're finding it hard to stay motivated, it might be time to again look at those initial goals and maybe have a little bit of adjustment, a bit of pivot. So break down those bigger overall goals that you have into some smaller, more manageable steps. What can you achieve in the next week or two? Maybe you're struggling to stick to your calories. So do you need to raise them just a little bit? Do you need to think about what you're eating at your meals? Look for something more filling that you can maybe stay within the same calorie allowance, but have more food on the plate that stops you feeling so hungry. And also ask yourself, have you had any wins yet? Focus on those successes, no matter how small they may seem. So did you drink more water this week? Did you fit in an extra workout? Did you perhaps do a workout when a few weeks ago before you started this, you know for a fact you wouldn't have bothered? Celebrate those victories, those little steps forwards, because they're proof that you're making progress, and acknowledging that you're making some progress and adjusting your goals to be more attainable if you need to. That's going to help keep you motivated and on track. And keeping a record of your progress, it can be incredibly motivating. So one effective way to do this is through journaling. And some people may think, oh, that's not necessary, or maybe it's a bit woo-woo. The fact is, journaling can actually help you see your progress in ways that you might otherwise forget, because it's just a few minutes each day where you focus in on your small wins. Whether it was making a better food choice off a menu, whether you completed a short workout instead of a long one rather than skip it altogether. Or maybe actually you're just feeling more energetic today, you're feeling good. That's a win. So you don't need to have half an hour's entry or 2 pages in a diary for this to be effective. On my desk, I literally have a sheet that has space for 3 wins and a space for me to note any challenges or things I need help with. And that's because looking for solutions to problems is the way that you solve those problems. So having a mind that's open to saying, actually, I'm finding this really hard. What can I do? If you need help, write it down and make sure you get the help. And those little small wins that we talked about, they're easy to forget day to day, week to week. But being aware and having a written record of them really helps you build positive long-term habits. So by noting them down, you create this tangible record of both your efforts and your achievements. And that not only provides a sense of accomplishment, but it also serves as a powerful reminder of your progress that's beyond the scale. So pat yourself on the back for those moments because they're proof that you're moving in the right direction. The next thing to think about is having someone to share your journey with can make a huge difference. We all need someone to lean on from time to time. So find a friend, a family member, maybe a coach, or join a community of like-minded individuals who can offer support, encouragement, maybe even a little friendly competition. Knowing someone is cheering you on, holding you accountable, that can provide you with the extra push you need to stay committed. So for my ladies on Start with Purpose at the moment, this is your reminder to reach out for help if you need it. That's what I'm here for. We all have wobbles. The key is to not let that wobble become a fall that you don't get back up from. The other thing to think about is that sometimes having a very rigid routine, for some people it works really well, but for some it can lead to boredom, and that can kill motivation. So if that's affecting you, find ways to keep things interesting. Mix up your workouts and your meals. Try a new fitness class. Go for a walk somewhere different. Explore different recipes or set some new challenges for yourself. It's easy to get discouraged if you're not seeing immediate physical changes, if the scales aren't shifting, if you look in the mirror and don't see a change. So what you need to do is you need to shift your focus to how you feel instead. What are your energy levels like? Perhaps are you sleeping better? Are you feeling stronger? And journaling can be a great tool for this as well. So by just quickly noting how you feel each day, you can track improvements that aren't visible on the scale. And those non-scale victories are just as important and can keep you motivated when the scale isn't moving as quickly as you'd like. And remember, it's normal to have off days, to have slip-ups. No one is perfect. Don't let those slip-ups derail your progress. Acknowledge them, own them, learn from them, and move on. Be kind to yourself and remember that what you're doing, your diet, your fitness, it's about progress. No one is perfect. You just need to keep going because a level of consistency over time, even if it's not perfect, that's how you get your lasting results. So when your initial motivation drops off, because it almost inevitably will, remember your why. Reassess your goals. Are they realistic? Remember to track your progress through journaling. Find an accountability partner, a coach. Mix things up and focus on how you're feeling and be kind to yourself. Those are the strategies that are going to help you push through and stay committed to your fitness and diet. It takes some time, so you have to stay patient. You have to ask for help, so reach out, do something positive, and make some changes and be conscious that you need to do something to push through. For any of you out there who need a bit more support, follow me on Instagram if you don't already. I'm at Fit for a Purpose UK. I'm on there, I think, pretty much every day. Daily tips, motivation. If you're looking for personalised coaching, then look in the show notes and you'll have details of my services there. Until next time, take care.